Hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again here on YouTube. Today I have a review for you, kindly suggested by a good friend of mine, Al Garin. Al has a channel as well. If you want to go check his channel out, guys, just look up Al, A-L, my good friend from Canada. So, without further ado, let's have a look then. We have the front cover there. I like the chain that goes around it, it looks really cool. And screenshots of the three of the matches. I guess it's like a triple main event, possibly. But yeah, we got The Rock and Austin. Sorry, beg your pardon. We got The Rock and Hogan 2. Got Austin against Bischoff. Triple H versus Steiner 2. There's the spine. There's the disc. And it's cool when they used to change the disc artwork to be different from the cover itself. So in this case, we have Scott Steiner flexing his biceps there with his chain mail, is that what they call it, on top of his head. It's pretty cool. Got adverts there from DVD releases from 2002, and again behind. And here's the back. This one had beg your pardon guys, let me sort this out a second. What's happened with my camera? There we go, let's try again. So this one had a load of extras on it, and I used to like these earlier WWE DVD releases with all the extras on. Got post-match interviews with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista and Ric Flair, Chris Jericho, Matt Hardy and Brock Lesnar. We have a bonus match from Sunday Night Heat. Rey Mysterio took on Jamie Noble. Stone Cold Steve Austin's surprise return after Raw signs off the air. And Hulk Hogan and The Rock's confrontation from SmackDown. So let's go over some stats then. So this is from the Bell Centre from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. From Sunday, February 23rd. Attendance was 15,100 with a 450,000 buy rate. So Stone Cold Steve Austin is back. Hollywood battles Hollywood. Triple H and Scott Steiner battle for the top prize. And The Undertaker has a surprise of his own for the Big Show. So we kicked things off with Chris Jericho versus Jeff Hardy. A good opening match. Jeff Hardy replacing Test, who was meant to be Chris Jericho's scheduled opponent for this match. But Test and Stacy Keibler were unable to make it in time for the match. I think they were in a blizzard or a snowstorm or something from what I read a while back. And yeah, they weren't able to attend that. So Jeff Hardy had to be a quick replacement. And yeah, he was a good replacement too. Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho had a really good match, and Jericho won after Jeff attempted a swanton bomb off the top, which was caught into a powerbomb rolled into like the walls of Jericho, and Jeff tapped out, and that was pretty cool. I give that one 3 stars out of 5. Good opener, nice solid way to get the crowd going. We had a World Tag Team Championship match up next. We had the Tag Team Champions William Regal and Lance Storm against Rob Van Dam and Kane. I did like the team of Rob Van Dam and Kane. They were really awesome. And this match, always memorable for me because Kane, when he body slams William Regal, but William lands on his head, and it's a fucking scary as fuck moment. So his eyes, when the camera zooms in on him, they look pinned, and then they go all dazed, and it's just really freaky. And what happens is like what happened was the body slam which Kane delivered to William Regal. Regal landed on the back of his head quite awkwardly, concussed him, and he was completely out of it. And Kane like goes to cover him and keeps the match going and gets him to the corner to get him out for the tag. So William Regal tags in Lance Storm, and I was worried for the rest of the match. I always do cringe when I go back to watch this one because of that. And how William Regal carried on was beyond me. But after this match, William Regal had to take quite a long time off through concussion, and yeah, it was very scary. They should have just ended the match quicker than what they did. But to my surprise, and give credit to William Regal where credit is due, he carried on with the match, and yeah, they retained the tag team championship after I think it was Lance Storm climbed on the back of Kane and pulled his mask around so he couldn't see what he was doing. That gave Kane no vision at all of what he was doing. He goes to chokeslam who he thinks, I think it is William Regal, and then ends up chokeslamming Rob Van Dam instead. Rob Van Dam gets covered by, I think it might be Lance Storm or Regal, can't remember which, for Regal and Storm to retain the tag team championship. I give this one 2.5 stars out of 5. It just freaked me out. I was just worried about William Regal more than anything throughout this match, to be even concerned about what was going on in the match itself. Every time I go back, like I said, watching this one, it's always cringe watching that body slam on poor William Regal. Moving on anyway, guys, we had a Cruiserweight Championship match. Champion Billy Kidman took on challenger Matt Hardy V1. Not sure if I liked that gimmick back then. This is when he had Shannon Moore as his little lackey with him, And this was quite an entertaining match. Don't get me wrong, I didn't mind it. Shannon Moore tried to interfere a bit, and Billy Kidman did very well to try and retain the championship, but was unable to. Matt Hardy caught him with a twist of fate off the top turnbuckle, which was a good way to finish the match, and new champion Matt Hardy was crowned. Give it 3 stars out of 5. Good stuff. 6-man tag team match up next, guys. We had the team of Brock Lesnar, Chris Benoit and Edge against Kurt Angle, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. World's greatest tag team, or Team Angle, if you will. All 3 of them collectively together, that is. Edge was taken out earlier in the evening, so it became a 3-on-2 handicap tag team match, but it was still fucking entertaining. A very good match, probably my favourite of this evening in particular, and Brock and Chris, they just destroyed Team Angle. Every time, Brock would just beat the shit out of one of them, throw them out the ring, and then another one would dive on him, and then Chris Benoit would have to deal with the other one, and then by the time they beat another one up, the other one would have recovered, and it was just non-stop for them. But they both managed to pick up the victory, and even though it was the numbers game here, they worked well as a team and overcame the odds without Edge on their team. And fair play to Brock Lesnar and Chris Benoit. Obviously, I've lost a lot of respect for Brock Lesnar from all the recent shit I've heard over social media about him, and you know what I mean? I'm just focusing on his in-ring work. I don't want to know about his personal shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to get all that mixed together, if that makes sense, guys. I just got to try and appreciate his wrestling, not anything else. I don't want to talk about any of that shit. But yeah, this 6-man tag team match, brilliant stuff. I give it a 4 out of 5. It was very entertaining, and to see 2 men overcome the odds, it was fun. It just reminded me like playing it on the old PlayStation back in the day, and then you drain the health of one of the wrestlers, and another one would recover when you're trying to deal with another one when you're in a handicap match. Fun stuff, very fun. Anyway, moving on. Undertaker versus Big Show. So the American Badass Undertaker here. It was an okay match with 2 big men. Quite slow in places. Memorable to me for when Big Show repeatedly headbutting the Undertaker and busting himself and Undertaker open with such strong headbutts. Very, very nasty looking headbutts as well. But Undertaker took him out. I think he won via submission for this match, which was pretty cool. But not a great match. I give it 2.5 stars. Just my opinion on all these matches, guys. You might have your own opinions, but yeah, these are all my own star ratings, if you can appreciate that. We move on to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Scott Steiner and champion Triple H. Triple H had Evolution in his corner pretty much, so the odds were stacked against Scott Steiner here. I'm not going to make up excuses for Steiner in this match. This has to be one of his worst ever matches, of his career. I think by the time he got to wrestle this match, his body had pretty much broken down, and He'd slow down a lot. He couldn't really keep up with Triple H. I can't defend him, even though he's one of my favourite wrestlers along with Sting. I'm not making excuses. I've got to call it as, unbiased as possible. And I take it on the chin that Steiner was terrible in this match. And to be honest, I couldn't wait for this match to be over. It just looked dreadful, every move after move. Triple H had help with Evolution and obviously a belt shot followed by a pedigree to retain the championship. It's a shame Steiner didn't do a lot better in WWE and have a run with the World Championship, but I think it was too little too late in his career at this point. And, it is what it is. Yeah, I gave that one a 1.5 stars out of 5. Very ashamed of this match, to be honest. Like I said, not Triple H's fault. He tried his best to make Steiner look good. Just Steiner, bad timing for him, bad time of his career. Moving on. Stone Cold Steve Austin against Eric Bischoff for control of General Manager of Raw, I do believe it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I can't really fucking remember now. I didn't even write it in my notes. Shit. But yeah, the match itself, it was very one-sided. A one-sided beatdown from Stone Cold, pretty much. And every time Stone Cold would deliver a stunner to Bischoff, he'd go to cover him and then lift his arm up again and then stunner him again. Cover him, lift his arm up, repeat, rinse, repeat. You know what I mean? Just to make Bischoff suffer that little bit longer. And then, yeah, obviously Austin wins, and it wasn't really a proper match, to be honest. It was just more of a beatdown. And it was a fun beatdown, I guess, but it was more entertaining than the Steiner Triple H match. So I give it a 2 out of 5. Wasn't exactly a Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega match, but hey ho, there you go. And we went on to the main event next. We had The Rock, the Hollywood heel Rock, against Hulk Hogan in their WrestleMania 18 rematch. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. We had Sylvain Grenier. Do you remember him, guys? He was the referee for this match, and it was looking very good in Hogan's favour. Hogan had the leg drop of Doom done, applied. Doom. Let's try again. The leg drop of Doom done on The Rock, or done to The Rock, and then the lights went out, and out came Vince McMahon, and there was a steel chair in the ring. Sylvain Grenier slid it to The Rock while Hogan was distracted with Vince McMahon. Rock used it, and then there was a pinfall count by referee Sylvain Grenier. So they're all in it together, Rock, Sylvain Grenier, and Vince McMahon. And yeah, it was a bit of a screwy finish. Poor Hogan, you know what I mean? But that's another victory for The Rock over Hogan as well. But it is what it is. It wasn't a blockbuster main event, but it was an entertaining main event. I gave it a 3 stars out of 5. But yeah, as I said, my favourite match of the night was what would have been a 6-man tag. It was a 2-on-3 tag in the end. But yeah, good stuff. Thank you for suggesting this one to me, Al. It was good to rewatch this one back. Apart from that cringe William Regal moment. Yeah, good stuff. Overall rating for this one then, guys, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. And I wish I could have took time to check out that Rey Mysterio versus Jamie Noble match, but I just didn't have time to check that one out as well. I'm not sure the outcome of that one. It probably likely that Rey won that one, but sorry Jamie Noble if I've got that wrong. But yeah, good stuff, guys. Let me know in the comments below, is this one of your favourite No Way Outs, or what is your favourite No Way Out? Maybe you want to discuss that, or your favourite pay-per-view from 2003 for that matter. Give me a like if I deserve one today. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you again soon for another video. If there's any reviews, guys, like I said, let me know. I'll fit them in my schedule for you. Until next time, I'll catch you again, guys. Goodbye for now.